Okay, ready?
Camera's running?
Oh, your head's in there.
My head's in there?
Yeah, you're behind the bird. There you go. That's good. That's perfect. Okay, ready? Yeah. Hold on. Push it away.
Today on Lost Stars of the Great Outdoors, we will look around and see some trees. Right over here, this one with the grey stripes on it was painted by Indians over 42 million years ago.
See, now I've included some footage of Mark, so that way maybe he'll like us a little more. I hope.
Yeah.
See, listen, there was this duck, he had chapped lips, so he goes to the drugstore to get some chapstick, and the druggist said, "Mr. Duck, will that be cash or charge?" And he said, "Nah, just put it on my bill." Oh.
Thank you.
All you can eat for $2.98. All you can eat for $2.98.
I got no time to think, 'cause I need somebody to love. Yeah, baby, I love you so, but you can't love me more. Why don't you hold me closer, and I'll give you more.
He was really the master, I think, of the glancing blow of insight, where he would just kiss us lightly with that insight against the cheek, and then it would flutter away, sort of mostly unrealized and ephemeral. Just whoosh.
Now, for the first time, an intimate look at the life of Charlie Van Nipples, a man who rose to the heights of TV fame in the 70s and then lost it all. Remember him in a more celebrated way than he deserves, from the people who loved him the most, in remembering Mr. Nipples.
For me, he's 1 through 10, and then there'd be like 11 through 20, all right? He fills up the first 10 slots of comedians as far as I'm concerned.
That was how you related with kids, is, you know, reenacting Mr. Nipples scenes.
He reached out and grasped our psyche and gave it a good throttling and then sent it to bed without its supper.
Well, it was his 5th birthday party, and Melanie from next door went to use our facilities. Clarence didn't realize she was in there, so when he barged in, we just laughed and laughed.
Okay, kid, anytime. It's getting buggy out here.
Directing this show was like directing traffic in Manhattan on the day the Earth ends. It was fun.
Well, we'd write up to a point, and then we'd stop, and then it would just say, Nipples ad libs. And he would.
They knew how to get out of the way.
Eat. Ing. Eating. Touch. Ing.
touching. Yes. No, stop.
Well, Pie Anyone was actually inspired by a trip that Charlie took us on to a strip club. He kept dropping his pants every time a new girl would come out. You know, he wouldn't leave when we asked him to, but the management eventually asked us to leave. And, but we said, no, you know, we should write this down.
Gotten 3 women and a rabbit pregnant.
He actually reached over and grabbed my nipples.
I think he had forgotten it was real.
Things, of course, began to erode from there.
The network brass had it in for him.
If these people had trouble working with him, it's because sometimes he was too good.
I think he was poisoned, but of course they never did an autopsy. If they had, and I think it's not too late to have him exhumed.
Remember Mr. Nipples through his fans, his work, his high-profile friends. Will you be moved? Oh, yes, you will. You will be moved.
No, we can't. Oh, cool. Man, remember that time when we had jobs?
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't that cool?
Oh, that's cool.
What else is cool?
Bongos are cool.
Oh, man, bongos.
Let's go bongo style.
Bongos.
Hear that? Sounds pretty exciting and wild, doesn't it? They're the 2 sticks of wood that click together. Shave and a haircut, 2 bits. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Note picture number 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's it. For this, Jack suggests using the middle finger of each hand. Left, right. This produces a blood blister. It is not necessary to damage the hands in any way. Now that was uneven spacing. You will get out of the bongos exactly what you put in. Listen to records and keep up with them. Try not to use side 2 until you really feel ready for it. At least be able to do the following.
Diamond White!
God.
My name is Lucky Ladybug Stewart, but today I'm the Sea Wiener Maid. Oh, my name stands for a lovely maiden of the sea and the planet Earth, and for something that's quite private, which is my wiener. What does it make me feel like to be in front of all these people? It makes me feel like Marilyn Monroe.
Dippity-doo-dah, dippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Let your sunshine head my way. Dippity-doo-dah, dippity-yay. It's your bluebird on my shoulder. It's the truth, it's actual. Everything is satisfactual. Dippity-doo-dah, dippity-yay. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day.
Ha 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 ha.
I can't say nothing because I'm country. I sound country. Where y'all from?
Good Lord, what is this over here? This appears to be a toilet that was left here approximately over 36 days ago. And apparently, yes, it has been clogged up. And that's what this plunger has been left for.
The doctors say he's a normal boy.
Go again. I see where I've been. You can't see the tears I'm really crying. We can go on together with suspicious mind, and we can feel our dreams on suspicious mind. From your eyes, let's don't let a good thing die. Oh no, because you, honey, you know I never lied to you. No, not much, just a little bit. Oh yeah. We're calling and trapped. I can't walk down now because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see what you're doing to me when you don't believe a word I say? Be caught in a trap. I can't walk now because I
Are you still taping me, man?
I guess. I'm waiting for more jokes.
There's this dog, and
She comes right here, yes.
what do you call a dog with no legs, man? This is cool.
Let me guess.
You can't. Don't call him. Can't call him because he won't come.
Oh my God, look out! Look out for what? Look out! Look out!
Hey, is this how Adam Alphin does it?
It's exactly how Adam Alphin does it, except
He's cuter.
yeah.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together?
Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather.
Happy trails to you till we meet again.
Hi, Chuck. Mommy,
Yes,
when
baby.
I was in the bathroom making pee, I saw a sweetheart in the toilet. Tasted just like a pine tree.
So, where were we?
Jesus.
I write, I like the silent film era, and I like German expressionist films, and like horror films, and surrealist films, and I write those and star in them, and I put them on my TV show, and I do animation too. Yeah, I have a fan base of 10,000 people.
freaky and frank person.
I always like the way you can tell when people are looking at themselves because they're always looking off.
Into the light.
What?
Into the light.
Into the light? What light? Oh, the little red light?
This would be alternative.
This is alternate. This is like the alternate rock. I've seen the alternate rock on TV once or twice. Alternate rock!
And Margaret,
good
stop
still.
it.
Everybody be
Margaret?
perfectly still. We'll get a good still out of it.
It's still say Ann Jillian.
Nobody move. Nobody move.
There's a chair out here. And the sign.
They forgot the chair and the sign. Damn chair, sign.
See all this traffic out here? There used to not be none of this. Like people with them loud trucks and stuff, there was a lot of them, but now you see all these cars driving up and down. There used to be just maybe 2 or 3 cars driving through the stoplight at a time, and you could cross the street. You could dance around in the street for hours if you wanted to. Shoot, me and the boys, we'd get a game of football going, or basketball, whatever we wanted to. Hell, we could play out there for hours. He was great. Now you can't even do that. You can't even like step a foot in the street or you get run over. About a week ago, I was in New York City, and it's just like this. There's traffic everywhere, except there's not a lot of here. There's no buildings here. In New York City, you got the buildings all over the place, but here you still got it's about the same amount of traffic, except for there's no taxis going around, just cars, just like average people going around, and a lot of people walking on the street too. That's how big it is.
You've heard about it. Now it's within your grasp. That's right. All the greatest songs of Danny Chambers as you've never heard them before. You'll get Are You Going Too Fast There? Yes. Parsley, sage, hot dogs, and drinks. Yes. And who can forget this timeless classic? So, did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts? Yes. Hot ashes for trees, your hot dogs for drinks. And you're not going nowhere until you hear Danny perform this classic. I went to the doctor, I went to the snack bar, I went to the sausage, I went to the robot. There's only one way to get some hot dogs, and that's to go to my... And wait till Dan brings your house down with this perennial favorite.
Wait a minute. Look at that pretty bird. Oh, what's your name?
Oh, my name is Honker. I'm a Canadian goose, honk, returning north. Just resting a while, honk. By the way, where am I, honk?
This is the good old USA. What do you want to know about the USA?
Honk. Let me hear what you have to say, honk.
What do you want to know?
The bearded wizard. Across time have I traveled from the 9th century, while I was an alchemist in Spain, to help you, Hemi. I know of your problems. I have brought a talisman which can solve them. It is the Philosopher's Stone. Yes, it is. It can turn anything evil or decadent into snacks, for the age of reptiles is nigh. Here's the stone. You have the power to turn evil things to snacks, but you must not use it for good. Remember this.
Magical stone, eh? Turns temptations into snacks. See if it works.
A room for myself. He told us that when we were shooting in the streets of New York, that everyone would have a prayer. And that's what we got.
Oh, hi, Cletus. How's it going? Cletus? Lazy cat.
Whoa! So we meet again, Hemi. I bet you thought you would never see me again. Well, I'm back, and I haven't forgotten that night in Singapore. This time, however, I'm going to finish the job. Yeah, you'll see.
Well, all right.
We hated. Most of the pilgrims on the Via Dolorosa were unaware of the controversy, concentrating instead on the holiness of the day. For the Christian Science Monitor, I'm Mark Levy in Jerusalem.
Yes, 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 yes. Hibby, this is the bearded wizard. Hear me now. There is evil coming to town on a plane. You must get to the airport now. Go, go, I say.